Tonight, we're taking a deep dive into the homeless crisis across Virginia.
Yeah, we're digging deeper into what's being done and what could be next. Yesterday, we called all these localities, 20 different counties, cities, or towns, asking for an estimate of how many homeless people were living within their borders. But tonight, we're just left with a lot of questions.
Yeah, in Allegheny County, we reached out to their administrator's office just to be sent to social services, where we had to leave a message. We still, though, have not heard back.
Yeah, in Pulaski County, we reached out to the town manager, who sent us to the Office of Code Enforcement, who sent us to the New River Community Action Office, a local nonprofit.
Of all 20, only these 7, right there, you can see them highlighted in the red, actually responded to us. That includes Amherst, Rockbridge, Halifax, Henry, and Pulaski counties, as well as the town of Christiansburg and the city of Danville. They have gotten back to us in any capacity, but not a single one had actual numbers to give us.
We left messages at every single dead end, and of those whom we did ask on the phone, most of them either said they needed to do some digging or they just sent us to the nearest nonprofit that helps with homeless families.
Yeah, Roanoke City was on the list of places where we didn't get any answers. However, their school district knows exactly how many of their students are impacted by homelessness. There are 349 students who do not have a place to live.
And according to officials with the McKinney-Vento Program who work with the district, that number is going to continue to grow. WFXR's Kelsey Jean-Baptiste met with members of the program to talk about resources you or your children could use if experiencing homelessness.
Yeah, she joins us now live in the studio. Kelsey, what are those resources that are available?
Well, guys, program coordinator Melora Horn says they offer food pantry, clothes, school supplies, bus passes, and other items to the students. Something new they're offering: information sessions to teach families how to transition back into permanent housing.
There are different signs a student may not have a permanent place to live.
Students that start missing school that don't normally miss school, coming in late, coming in hungry, sleepy, homework is not completed, they've lost books, or you can tell sometimes maybe a child hasn't been able, the personal hygiene.
Melora Horn knows them all too well. She explains not every situation is the same. She and other members of the McKinney-Vento program get calls every day from Roanoke City schools. They're the ones tasked with offering support to students and their families.
Got a call this morning, and just the concern and the care, and these are the things I'm listening to, and these are the things the students shared, and I said, I think that it's always best to check into it.
And these book bags are given out to students who are in need of extra school supplies and snacks. If you open it up, you'll see that they'll get water, soup, and if I could pull this one out, a book, and even more.
Sometimes you can tell that people are a little frustrated with situations, and I try to make sure I'm an easy and calm voice to make them feel comfortable with dealing with the stress that they have on a daily basis. Make sure that they know that this program is something that's there for them.
That's Family Outreach Specialist Xavier Drakeford. His job is to communicate with families daily, a friendly voice helping them through the tough times.
Now, Horn tells me that by the end of the school year, she expects the number of homeless students to surpass last year's number: 590 students and 330 families. In the newsroom, Kelsey Jean-Baptiste, WFXR News.
Shocking numbers, Kelsey. Thank you. It's sad when you think about it. For more information on the McKinney-Vento program or how you can donate to the Homeless Fund, you can go onto the Roanoke City Public Schools website.